Yes, but she looks dangerous.
Oh, damn. Or fun.
So there is one. There is one here just now. Her name is Tonya Chevar.
Is she Russian?
French.
Okay.
It's more Chevar than Chevar.
That's the name of the woman running the infirmary?
Yes.
Thanks.
Okay. The flight deck is this is where obviously you're going to sortie for your missions. And the flight deck, I've already described, there are 2 Arvis lighters and 2 industrial trucks in there. And your flight officer, who flew you actually up here in the Arvis lighter, is a man named Lieutenant Antaro Korvath. So you can interact with him later should you desire. And next would be the armory, your favorite place. I know you've been waiting for this one.
Is that why you've done it last?
Not last, I haven't done the workshop. So in the armory is a small blast window built into the side of one of the main hallways. A small metal hatch sits at the end of the counter, or one to the other. And located behind the window are many rows of metal shelving holding a variety of basic goods and material. A large locked and sealed blast door is visible at the back of the room, covered in warning labels. You guys can only assume that this is the weapons lockup. The storage rooms have no direct access save for a guarded door around the corner, further secured by keypad and biometric scanner. You've been told that the quartermaster is a man named Maximillian Deneth. All right. And finally, the workshop. Adjacent to the army, the workshop sits empty, dimly lit by flickering overhead lights. More of an alcove than a real room, the workshop features a workbench and a number of simple tools in various states of rust and disrepair. The bench features a simple clamp and stabilizing mechanism. Tucked into the corner is a small shrine to the machine god. A few red candles illuminate an icon of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Attached to the shrine are a scattering of prayers to the Omnissiah, some ribbons, trinkets,
Can
and
I
cogs.
leave here instead?
Seated atop are a scattering of vials of sacred unguents, many empty or broken. Okay, so there are no NPCs here. This would be where you would make your repairs or craft or do stuff like that, but it needs to be upgraded somewhat.
How do we upgrade
Needs to be
rooms
what?
like this?
Okay.
Or like our lodgings? With a, I don't know,
mostly
nicer
through-
sheets or something.
Mostly through material that you would get. Yeah, that's up to you guys. Who the hell's typing? Holy shit, that's like
Filthy.
Filthy, yeah.
Filthy.
holy. Alright, so, Inquisitor Matoya, being fairly impressed with your success of the last mission. You basically performed every single objective that was set. You even managed to retrieve the sample, which is thanks to Gundram. And being very impressed, he has assigned each of you 3 requisition vouchers.
We're very excited about this. Solitaire has been trolling us all week with details of what we can and can't get from this. And everyone's very excited about
In
gear
your
upgrades.
case, mostly...
Can't.
Mostly
can't
nothing.
get.
Okay, so I'm going to quickly explain the rules of requisition for everybody on stream. These are my own homebrew rules. I like to use these, and it kind of gives a bit of story behind them. Okay, so first of all, they've been given requisition vouchers, and these can be traded on board the Reliant Dawn to the armory in order to make one item requisition test. Okay, the test is always against your influence statistic. Trading in more than one voucher will provide you with a +10 bonus to the requisition test. These vouchers are non-returnable even upon a failed test, which represents the amount of time which would be spent searching for the item. All right. Should the requisition test fail, the same item is locked out for the remainder of the current voyage on the Reliant Dawn and cannot be tried for again. So, for example, if one person tries for a bolt gun, fails, another person cannot try for the bolt gun. That item does not exist on the ship at this time. Okay?
Yep.
Everyone with me so far? All right.
Mhm.
A maximum bonus of plus 40 can be granted to a requisition test. Okay. All right. Now, weapons can also be weapons and gear can also be traded into the armory for several different types of bonuses. First is a weapon depository. So, items can be traded into the armory for what are known as depository tokens. These can be traded in as well as a requisition voucher, and it will provide you a bonus to your requisition test. And the bonus is capped at plus 30 or 5 tokens, whichever is lower. Each depository token provides you with a plus 5. Okay? Sorry. Change that. So the depository tokens will be granted to you, and the value of them will depend on the rarity of the equipment that you trade. Okay?
And
you guys have the...
Hold on.
values.
I thought if we tried to trade in equipment, we didn't necessarily lose the equipment if we failed the roll, right?
Hold on. If you trade the items in for depository tokens, and then you trade the depository tokens, you lose the depository token and
Gotcha.
you lose a weapon.
Gotcha.
Okay? Alright. Now, you can also trade in an item of a lower requisition value in order to obtain an item of a higher requisition value. Okay? And it will provide you a direct boost to your requisition test equal to the difference between the requisition values of an item. So if item X is what you want, and it has a requisition value of minus 10, and item Y is what you're giving, and it has a requisition value of minus 30, your requisition test will grant you the difference between them, which is plus 20. Okay? So the item value being minus 10, plus 20 negates it. You get plus 10 to your influence.
And that
Okay.
that 40 that plus 40 cap, is that with all of these put together? No matter what we do, we can't
Yes,
raise it.
yes.
Okay.
40 is the hard cap. It cannot be raised any further than that.
Can we fate point these tests?
Yes, you can fate point requisition test.
Okay.
Awesome.
Okay, and the final use is weapons for influence. So items of rare or lower may be given to the armory for a permanent influence boost. You have the values there of your influence boost that you would get. Now, something I must mention, and somewhat of an exploit that Zero mentioned to me, and I have since changed. If you make a requisition test for an item, you obtain the item, and then you try and trade it back to the armory to get a permanent influence boost, that will not work. Okay, the idea behind the weapons for influence is that you increase the stores of the armory, like you're fostering a healthy ecosystem for the armory. All right, so just obtaining an item and giving it back will not give you an influence boost. Okay.
All right. Let's do things first. Let's. We don't want to keep these shotguns, and their trade-in value is pretty useless, right? So let's
Yeah,
keep them.
there's
Go on, Salta.
yeah, there's no value to them. Like they were poor quality, and they were just shotguns, so they don't fall within either the weapon depository or the weapons for influence columns.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, never
Can
mind.
we just trade them in for a bit of like informal
Yeah,
goodwill
let's just
though?
offer them to him. You know, be like, we picked up these weapons along the way.
Is Maximillian Denoth, is he hot?
He is
You
really
sound like
mad
a
at
hard
the
ask the
armor.
correct questions.
I didn't hear that. Say again?
It's
You're
managed
like
to ask the correct questions.
I don't know. I don't have a description of him per se. Would you like him to be hot?
Yes?
How old do you think he is?
Say again?
How old?
Yeah, what's hot matter?
We're playing Create Matters Dream Man now.
I don't know. My character and I don't have the same tastes. I don't know.
Right.
35.
95? Okay.
Sure.
Tall, short, big, lean.
I don't care. Make
He
something
likes
up.
cats, long romantic walks on the flight deck.
You know that movie. You know that movie Bedazzled.
No.
You know how the
Yes.
devil
Yeah.
always tries to make something go wrong with the wishes.
Uh
So this guy's gay.
huh. God damn it.
Damn it, you're in.
All right. So yeah.
Like a 6 on the Kinsey scale, or like a 5.
I am unaware of the Kinsey scale, I'm afraid.
Just ask
Okay.
for some very specific equipment from the machine god, and you'll be fine.
Okay. But as you approach him, he is actually quite terse, and he says, "What do you need? What do you want? Have you taken a form?" And he kind of points to a stack of forms. hanging beside-
Fantastic. Who's the form filler in this group? Gal.
Right?
Was that a volunteer?
No, Ilse can't read, right?
The guy who has high intelligence should write and fill in the forms.
Oh yeah, get the tech priest to do it.
I can write, yeah.
All right. Yeah. So we should tell him. You know, we've just been assigned to the ship. We wanted to report in. Initially, we have collected some, clearly not great equipment, but we wanted to donate it to the armory. Suggest that we don't have a use, but we want to help. If we can here and give him the shotguns that we have. Then we can ask if we need a specific form for that.
Okay. So he takes the shotguns. He looks fairly unimpressed with them. He's like, "Business goes well." Ha! Junk. But cheers for the thought.
Cool.
Says we kind of venom.
Venom. Oh, that's great. We should compliment him on what he's wearing, just to increase stereotypes.
Maybe we should give him the red satin thing we use.
Oh yeah.
Do we have the
Red
worm? What do we
velvet
do with the
tablecloth?
worm? Do we just leave it
Yeah.
somewhere?
The worm was taken from you. It was dealt with. So.
Yeah, but the
Okay,
red
good.
velvet thingy, maybe.
Yeah, I have it. So
No.
I
Maybe we should just talk to him about, we'd like to requisition some equipment. Are you the man to talk to for this?
I take a form.
I take the form.
Okay.
Be real.
I fill in a requisition for a shield, trading in a warhammer.
and then I talk to him and I say,
Hold on.
One at a time.
No, we'll do the shield first, okay? Billy came first. So,
I fill in
we'll
form
do-
trading a shield. And I'm trading a warhammer, which you give me a plus 20, because that's scarce and a shield's
It's
average.
never mind.
Yeah, shield's common. So that's a plus 30 overall against my influence.
Why is it a plus 30?
Because common's plus... Oh no, common's 0, isn't it?
Yeah, you don't get anything from it.
Oh, no,
If you're trading in order to get a depository token?
No. I'm trading in my scarce warhammer as a direct trade-in to try and acquire...
Ah, okay. So the Warhammer itself is, yes, you're absolutely right, scarce. And the shield is what, sorry?
Common.
Common, so that's 2 steps. So that's plus 20 to your roll.
And the common's a plus 10 in general, isn't it?
Correct, so net plus 30 to your influence.
Awesome.
Roll.
Does he
What
does
is
he have
your
to use
influence?
one requisition tab for this? Because he's requisitioning an
Yes, he
item?
has to use a requisition voucher, yes.
Okay.
Yes, I get a shield.
Okay, so you obtain the shield.
He glares at you. He doesn't like your looks. It gives you a particularly shoddy shield.
Okay, and I'm also going to try and
Shield with
acquire a
holes in it.
chameleon coat, a chameleon cloak using my other 2 tokens.
Camellia line, I think.
That works.
Okay, so the token itself would provide you with a plus 10. The value of a camellia line,
Is rare. So I'm at like a minus 10.
right, so minus 10 on your requisition. At your influence, sorry. Where's your influence?
26.
Okay, so you now have 0 vouchers.
Do you want to fate roll this, Billy?
Fate points that, by the way. Yeah.
Okay.
I still fail. Okay.
Oh, wow,
I'm
you're
done.
close, though.
16
That's
really
very close, actually.
to pass.
All right, I think we should, now the rest of us who actually want to do this in a way that might encourage success, maybe should pool our resources here a little bit, now that Billy's just kind of gone off half-cocked.
This is under
Well,
threat of getting punched in the face, isn't it?
Galg, you had a question. What did you want to ask?
No, I wanted to, say things like, well, we're new here. I just want to know like the process and what we should be doing and what we should not be doing.
I laugh at this ignorant person who couldn't see me doing the requisition test, and
I wanted to ask him
That's
before
quite
you were doing the test.
I think the party as a whole votes that Billy return to the lodgings.
He doesn't actually. So you're speaking to what's his face?
What is his
Yeah,
name?
Maximillian.
Okay, he doesn't actually speak back to you. He just kind of cocks his pen to the side and glances at it
He's clearly not.
and nods to you and goes back to his work.
We're not going to charm him, in other words. Not without, I don't even know, without the worm. We should have
I
kept
actually
the worm.
think
You know how
you-
easy it'd be to requisition stuff if he was mind controlled?
And how difficult it would be if he were dead.
Probably not that difficult. The fucking room's right there. I don't know. It seems like a win-win. All right. Anyways, so who wants to go next for this? So how many? Okay. So realistically, I mean, the most amount of items you could possibly get is 3, and it seems much more likely that you're going to be most because that's A, the number of requisitions you have, and B, also the max that we can do with this guy. But it seems much more likely you're going to get 1 or possibly a very lucky 2. So do you guys want to go for the ones that you're most interested in? I would like to use your last roll, basically, from maybe 2 of you. Because my influence is so low that I can't do shit with it.
Basically,
Remember, these can be saved. They don't need to be spent now. You can save them.
Yeah, that sounds...
Doesn't Zero have like a bonus for certain cybernetic stuff? So
There's no cybernetics available on this ship, apparently. We've established that. I can't get
Okay.
anything that I want. It's been vetoed by the GM.
I see.
And I mean, I feel like there's
these
another...
are-
We could requisition a guard's armor by just mugging him.
To quote Steve Buscemi, do you hear that sound? That's the sound of the world's smallest violin.
Okay. What is Billy... What other gear did Billy pick up that he stole from us that we can just take back from him and trade in?
I've gone now. I'm upstairs in the lodgings.
I
You
think
fucked.
I'm gonna grapple Billy. Stay and put me. Seriously, what other gear did he pick up? Do we have anything else that he doesn't really need that he's just been hoarding over there because the group?
I'm
He has
using all
it-
my shit.
He
No,
has an
yes,
auto gun that he's never going to use.
I've already used it.
We did use it. Yeah.
you shouldn't though. You should be melee.
Yeah, why does Billy have his auto gun? What scarcity is an
I
auto
refuse to do anything for the good of the team and walk away.
gun? I think we have enough of us here that we're going to
Ooh,
physically
that is
outvote
gonna-
that.
That is going to
That's
come
too long.
back to bite you.
Hey, Billy, give me a stealth check.
Where do you think he's gonna stealth? He's standing in a fucking corridor. What's he gonna do?
Oh, you guys are so worried he's just going to, like, slip away a little bit.
We're reading over like our lists of what
Whoops,
we
I
want.
did great.
Failed. He not only
I'm gonna
fails this.
re-roll it.
I see him. That
That's
90.
a fail. That's a fail. That's a fail.
All right. Ills
Roll
suddenly
him
like
back.
turns around, glares at fucking Zell. You stay put, mate. We're not done here.
He already. Oh, he has a.
He
You don't
failed
want
his
his
roll.
help though. You don't want his help.
No,
though,
I want his
because
gear.
Oh, I see.
All right. So, who?
Each character's his own character, okay? So if Billy doesn't want to give you anything, that's it. That's fine.
Well, we have ways for dealing
Where's
with
the
that.
highest influence in our group?
It's pretty close. It's you're
I
so you
do,
guys can see the
barely.
screen. Yeah, it's matters at 35, Perrin's at 33, and Gundrum's at 32.
Yeah, but I have commerce, so I can try to get a bonus.
Oh, how does that work?
Yeah, does that help for this?
It should, according to the skill description.
Can you tell us the skill description? I don't know what commerce does.
It basically allows me to ask for a bonus when doing a requisition test, for example.
How much of a bonus? And what
I think that's the discretion of the
The GM.
Sully.
Depends on the item.
Yeah.
Can you give us some rough guidelines so I can factor this into what we're trying to do, Sultan?
Give me an item, I'll tell you what it is.
Okay. Let's say we want a rare item. Is it specific to the item itself or the item class, the item rarity?
Are we talking armor or weapons?
Weapons. Well, I don't know. It's a modification. I was just using one as an example. I don't have a particular one in mind particularly.
One sec, shout out character. Are we just doing requisitions now? Because if we are, I'm going to shoot off and leave you guys to finish up.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think we're finished with the actual.
We're probably going to take your
Okay.
gun from you, Billy.
Too late. I've gone.
Well, I'll just go into his room then and take it from there.
Billy has
It's locked.
disconnected
I have
from
locked the
world.
door.
You can't lock the door to mutual lodgings.
Are we sharing rooms? Or I thought we each got our own little room.
Yeah, we should. Yeah.
I don't want to share a
Okay,
room.
so
Right, well, if
this
this
is
is-
actually going to be an opposed test, Zera. So you would need to make a commerce check, and it would be against.
Okay, well, I'll see you guys.
See you, Billy.
later.
Yes.
Okay,
So
see you,
that-
Billy.
It would be against Deneth's willpower.
Okay. My commerce is against what?
Willpower.
Deneth's willpower.
No, I mean like, what should I go? Commerce is
Commerce is
intelligence. Intelligence.
Yeah.
Oh, but,
Uh,
oh, fuck, he just left the call, though, which fucks up everything.
Damn it.
God damn him.
Woo! Fuck yeah.
All right, let's do it. Okay, your commerce was a fail.
Aw. Fuck. And I was like, success.
Yeah, he rolled a 5.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
That's a good thing then. Anyway, does anyone want to start requisitioning? I actually only want the ration packs and backpack at the moment, and maybe a last cutter. Just like utility items. Because I think last cutter might be useful.
I want a carapace helm, and I think I'm gonna put all of my vouchers towards it because I really want it. I want armor on my head. Hang
So
on.
what are you looking for? Carapace help?
Yes,
Okay.
3. So that's rare at a -20.
It is a -20. And then if you're using 3 requisition vouchers, that will give you a +20, so a net 0.
Okay.
So base influence you're rolling against.
Nice.
Ooh.
Oh,
Success, okay.
good.
Is it an extra really good one because I have so many degrees of success?
No.
Copy
If
mug
you
comes up, he
wanted an
pauses for half a
extra-
second. No.
If you wanted a decent quality one, you need to announce it before the roll itself.
Because it makes it harder.
I was hoping he'd like find it in the back and be like, "Oh wow, this one's a perfect fit for you."
With your
That's the
oddly shaped
idea.
head.
Say again, Solitaire.
That's the idea of announcing beforehand is, if you had announced beforehand, he would go back and have a look and said, wow, this one's perfect, if you had succeeded on a good quality or best quality. But it's just a common quality carapace helm.
All right,
That's better than the 0 armor on my head I had before. So okay, great. So I have 2 rolls left when I'm out of vouchers, so I can roll for you, Ills, if you
How many fate points
ask
do you have
nicely.
left?
2.
Awesome. Would you be so kind as to roll for me? Also, as a group,
Yes.
while we're right here, if Billy is not going to be sharing items that he picks up, he's no longer allowed to pick up groups and pick up items, and I'm quite happy to be physically interposing ourselves in that. Because honestly, I was fine with him taking items if he thought he could use them and be helpful for the group, but if he's just going to take them and hoard them and only use them for his own game, we're not going to let him do that anymore.
Yeah.
Alright.
See why
I was kind of saying that when he took the outer gun, but
It looks like the rest of us are going to back you up on this.
Excellent. Good, because I've wanted to club Billy for some time now, so that would be perfect. Alright.
By the way, I hate non-team players.
I agree too. Also, it seems totally unnecessary. Like this is the cooperative game. Anyways, so
Having said that, I do also hate munchkins who whine a lot as well.
who? What a lot? Wine a lot? Yeah. Well, it's called trying to
Munchkins.
figure out the rules. What are we doing? So Galg, you need to try for something.
I want either a flag vest or a auspex.
Or an Auspex. What does the Auspex do?
Yeah. A character using an auspex gains a +20 bonus to awareness tests.
That would be pretty damn awesome.
It's like a bioscanner.
I would
Yeah.
like him to have that.
Yep.
Can we
I
prioritize
think
that?
Meta should roll for me.
Okay, so it's scarce availability, so that's a net -10. How many tokens are you using on it?
I will use 2 vouchers.
Okay, so that'll give you a net +10.
Yeah. Can you roll for me?
I can roll 2 more times. So who is asking? Gundram and Ills?
Yep.
'Cause
But yeah,
that's all I
go
can do.
ahead. Go ahead for Gundam. That's totally fine.
Okay. So
I think
sorry, what's
Ills is
the
the bottom.
overall plus or what's the overall
10.
bonus?
Net plus 10. Net plus 10.
Yep.
Nice.
Oh,
Don't use up all your luck,
Great.
Matter.
Success. All right. So that's an Auspex scanner for
oh
Gundram.
yeah.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Okay.
I'll
Okay,
probably
so-
pass it to someone else.
Gundram, how many did you use there? It was two vouchers, right?
2. Yep, I used 2.
All right. So you've got one left.
Do one for Ills as well, I think, or one more or. For
Do
Gundam.
you have anything left, Zero? I don't care. I'd like to go last, just because I haven't really figured out exactly what I'm doing yet. So, just if you guys have other roles, try to leave me one of Matter's roles if possible.
I can leave you 1 or 2 of mine.
Do we get commerce checks on all of Zero's roles?
No, it's just well, no, it doesn't make sense.
Okay. So, are you gonna try for something else, Gal?
No, that's fine.
You're just gonna hold the requisition token?
Yeah.
Okay. And are
For
you
the
done
next
as well, Zero?
I'm gonna go for a backpack.
Okay.
And it better be a good one.
Okay, so good is a minus 10. Backpack
Minus-
itself is...
A good is minus 20.
Sorry, good is minus 20. Good is
What
minus
does a good backpack do for you?
It's
hang on
it's
one
about a
sec.
meter long and can fit large tubes full of worms.
Maybe it has all kinds of straps and stuff. I can attach stuff to it. It doesn't have to
So
fit in.
a backpack itself allows
Yes.
the wearer to transport 30 kilograms of extra weight. What I'll let you do is I'll up that from 30 kilograms to 40 kilograms for a good quality, and I will also what was it? Okay, yeah. Also on the straps, I'm going to let you carry things like grenades and things. For
Yeah.
you can ready grenades as a free action.
That sounds good to me. So it's plus 33 plus 10, and I'm gonna use 2 vouchers. So it's gonna be plus 60. 63 is a success.
Good luck.
I'm gonna fate it.
Okay.
You should.
Yeah, it's a success.
Whew.
Yeah,
Alright,
first
so
one.
you get a good quality backpack. So that'll be for 40 kilograms, and you can ready grenades as a free action.
Nice.
Fantastic.
And I think I'm just gonna try for a common last cutter.
If that's just because you have like a roll left and you're trying to use it, Zero?
I have 2 rolls left, so I can still leave 1 for you.
Okay, perfect.
Let me add the what's the food backpack?
Last cutter is average quality, so that's a 0.
This is the kind of thing this is the big giant thing that cuts through walls, right?
Yeah,
Excellent.
not giant, but
It said it was
Larger.
pretty big.
but
Well, he's got a huge backpack now. It'll be fine.
yeah.
I'm gonna look it up.
Last cutter, ideal for slicing open doors and bulkheads. Last cutters were originally designed for mining, where their short range intense cutting beam could chop apart even the toughest rock. Most can cut or weld around 10 centimeters of metal, depending on the thickness involved. They're large and cumbersome, and so can only be used as a heavy weapon on stationary targets within 2 meters.
Guys,
I'm gonna fate that one as well because the session is almost over anyway.
Do you have 3 fate points, Zero?
Yeah.
Good.
I have used 2 so far.
Perfect. Oh, this is your third one you're
Guys.
using right now?
Yeah, and I have a last
Alright,
cutter.
yeah, last cutter.